In this episode, we are going to make fabric storage containers out of our pillowcase pouches. Please don't forget to like and subscribe. So let's get started, beautiful beings. Welcome back, beautiful beings. It's Denise. I've been playing with a bunch of fabric. I've been doing all kinds of stuff. Okay. I made a little pocket down here for a tuck with scrap from this. I just glued it to cardboard. You see in the last video when I was making these. But I've gone to a whole new level. And then there's a pocket up there. And this one, I just glued the fabric to a paper bag. And then I came across this. And I thought we can make a container out of this for scrap fabric or something else. With our pillowcase. What would you call it? Our pillowcase pouch? I don't know. So let's try it, beautiful beings. I got 3-in-1 because I know it's good for fabric, so I know it's gonna grab it and I won't have to wait and I won't have a gooey mess like with Elena's and Mod Podge and all that. So let's try it out with this first. Okay. This one I wanted to show you. It doesn't have the wide as this one does. Okay. So I'm going to do this one a little different. See how it has that here and that there? Okay. But all I did was like fold this over like this. And if you can see that line, this crease in the fabric, see that crease from the top to the bottom to the sides? I just took a piece of paper bag that I glued together. I already had it glued together for my other pockets, fabric pockets, and I stuck it down. And I just took a marker. Here, let me show you. On this one. Like right here, just so in case I couldn't see. I put that there like this. Okay, or you can do it this way. This one's easier. You just set it down on the edges, right against the edge, back here and here, and then just take your pencil and trace it. Okay. I don't really know which one to follow, but just go like this. And that looks a little off. I used my cutter for this one. That's why that one's perfect. But yeah, I've been playing with fabric for like a week, beautiful beings. That's all I've been doing. And then take your little 3-in-1 puncher or corner puncher, whatever you have. And then just do that to the sides. Okay, we'll see if that fits in that. But I wanted to show you how I made the bottom of this. Okay. So we'll lay that there. And then I have this piece. Same thing. Paper bag. I cut it up and glued it together. I put this in here. And this seems to fit well. But I might have to glue another bag for this one. Okay. But that fits in there well. And as you can see, I did mark it there. But what we're going to do is we're going to turn it inside out like this. Okay. We're going to open that up. And we're going to glue that down right there. Easy peasy, beautiful things. I've had this on the side, so hopefully it comes out. I hope everyone is well and good. Alright, so I'm going to put it on this side, just like this. I'm going to make sure I get the edges good. And if you're used to making journals with this, 3-in-1, you know it glues very good with a paper bag and fabric together. It glues them together very nicely. All right, now I got to put my lid on. Whoop. Sorry, beautiful beings. I'm trying to hurry. Stop. Because see, it's scooping out. So I got to put my lid on. Does this happen to you? It always happens to me. This time it just happened to be on video. Right now, I'm going to take this. I'm going to put my hand up in there. Just like this. And put it in between the two slots. And I'm going to try to make sure it's even. Bring it down a little bit. Just like that, beautiful beings. I'm going to bring my hand up again. Double check it. And then we're just going to do that to the bottom until it sticks. But I thought this was a great idea to use these pillowcases as little, I don't know, fabric organizers. Like you could put all your fabric in here. Like scraps that are left over, you can use them to store in here. Okay, don't look like it's crooked a little bit. So I'm gonna move that up a little bit. But yeah, store your scraps of fabric instead of storing them in a jar, like me, or storing them in a box, like me. Because you could still use these for something else. Just saying. Right, that's kind of wonky. It's not all the way to the edge over there, but I think it'll be fine. And it's gluing down quite nicely. Okay. Now, I'm going to open the bag. Make sure we don't do the front. So this is going to flip over like this to the front, because see, that's there. So I'm going to take this and we're going to glue it down here like that. And I'm going to cut this with my cutter because I want it straight. So I'm just going to, and I'm going to go up a little bit from where I marked it, just in case, because it might fit different. Sorry about that, beautiful things. It might fit different on the bag. So see, our bag is coming together already at the bottom. Now I'm going to see if I can glue that all the way down here, and it's inside the bag. I can. So I'm going to take my corner puncher again. I keep punching the wrong one. I think I'm going to do the big one on this one. That one doesn't look great. So how has everybody been doing? What have you been doing? You've been spring cleaning, working, vacationing. Wish I could go on vacation. Or just hanging out with your family. Alright, now I'm going to take this piece. I'm going to switch it because the line's there. And I'm going to glue that down. Right there in between the two seams. Okay? See the seams? They're sticking out a little bit, but that's fine. I think I got it where I want it. I want it all the way to the cardboard so it supports it. And I think this ain't going to come out. So I don't know. So I think I'm just gonna put glue on this piece and not on these corners right here, okay? But I'll put it everywhere else. You'll see what I'm talking about. I'll just go around the corners like that and that. And we're just going to put it all the way around, just here and there, so it sticks to the fabric. putting it on the back of the bag again, so you don't get confused. I'm putting it on the same side as the flap. Okay, beautiful things. I gotta go to the Goodwill and drop off stuff that I've been going through to get rid of. There, that should be enough to hold it. Okay. I'm going to turn this over. And it's on the same side as the flap. Okay? I'm going to set that right there. Almost all the way to the bottom. And we're just going to shoot it straight. And there's the same amount sticking out of the sides. That's pretty close enough. I'm going to put that over that. I'm going to rub it, make sure it takes nice. I've been going through a bunch of stuff. Purging. It's time to purge. I got to do the attic, which I dread because the attic is almost the same length as my house. And I got 5 bedrooms. I've asked my grandkids to help me, but nobody seems to want to help me. So I guess I'm going to have to do that all by myself. And that's what it looks like on this side. Okay. Now, I didn't think of this part, beautiful beings. How are we going to get it back in there? We're going to have to bend it a little bit. I didn't even think about this part. So we're going to... I don't know. I'm going to put my hand in there. Then I'm going to bring this up. I didn't think about this part. We'll get it. It might come out. It does. I didn't think about this part at all. But that's how we learn. Beautiful beings. We'll get it. I'll figure it out. I'll just be gentle. 1 hour later. This way. And we'll just keep going like this until I get it. And the cardboard's going to be a little, creased. But we're going to get it. But I thought that was the easiest way to do it. But apparently, I never done this before. But it's working. I mean, we probably could just stick it in, but we'd have to have it really well measured before we did it. All right, let's see. Let's see. And there we go. We have a bag. So what did you think of that, beautiful beings? I mean, you probably could put like a side one there, but I'm not too worried about it. I just wanted basically the bottom. Now I'm putting my hand in there and I'm flattening it back down. We do have a bottom. Okay. And I think it looks cute. It's a little wonky at the top. But now I can get this fabric out of here and I can store it, all these scraps, for our little Infirma. We can use them for Infirma. We can use them for all kinds of things. And we can use them for the top of our tags. And now, and this has this, remember, Velcro. And we have something, that's what it looks like on the back. And we have a little Velcro bag made out of fabric. And we store our fabric in it. Okay, I know the back don't look appealing, but it's alright. Okay, I've thought it was a cute idea. Let me know what you think. Now we're going to do this one. Now we're going to do this one, beautiful beings. I think it's cute. And it's a good idea to store your fabric in. Okay? That's all you're going to use it for, so you don't have to go all out decorating it. Alright, I'm going to keep this like this. If I can find my paper. I thought I marked it. I must not have. But I want to do the bottom first. I don't know if that's the right one. No, it's just one. I already did the bottom. I just went around like I did with the other. But we're going to try to do this a little different. We're going to try it from the inside instead of, you know, the inside out. But I already got my bottom made. Okay. And I need a piece for the back. And this fits nicely. So I'm just going to lay it down. And I'm going to mark it. I'm going to check up here. It's right to it. So I'm just going to mark it with a pencil. And I'm going to use my cutter because I want it nice and straight. Will that fit the front? It might fit the front. Alright. Let me do that. This was for the back. I want this for the back. So I'm going to mark that back. Just so I don't get confused and you don't get confused. Okay. Now I need one for the front. So I'm going to open this up like that. And this one will probably be shorter. And then I'm going to flip this over like that. And then front, I want it to go, that's the back one. In the front, I want it to go down a little bit so you don't really see the cardboard. Okay, and I'm going to put it to the side. So it's about there. I'm going to go like that so I can draw a line what needs cut off. So I need that cut off. And I need that cut off. So let's see how close I get it to the back. I'll cut that off. I can't see. And I'm going to cut that off. Alright, again, this is for the front. That's pretty good, beautiful beings. I don't think we'll need sides. We probably will, but we'll see. We'll see. Or should I just do sides? I don't think I have anything long for the sides. I have this piece. I have lots of scraps. That looks too thin. Oh, here's one. I got scraps everywhere. So let's do the sides. So we got the back, the front, and the bottom made. Now we're doing the sides, beautiful things. Now we're doing the sides. And I'm going to line it up to the edge. Close this up. And I don't think I want them that long. Or that. Yeah, that long. So I'm going to put a line here. Okay. To right here. And it's going to be just below this part. So it doesn't stick out. So let's do this one, and then we'll just do the other one to match it completely. Okay. Again, I'm going to tip this up so I can see the line. I need to get to the top. I'm going to do one first to check it before I make the other side, of course. Right. That was a little crooked. I didn't cut it to the line. I don't know how I got that crooked, but I did. Alright, so we're going to put this along this side. Okay? See how short that is from the top of the side? So I like that. Let's see how it looks on this side. And this one, it doesn't look like it's that much shorter. So let's do it again. Same. Kinda. So I'm going to cut another one. But I'm just going to trace this one. Is that line even straight? I'm going over here. So I don't think this is very straight. Somehow it got off course. Lost my pencil. And I just need a line in order to cut it. Alright, so I'm going to cut this across so it's not so wonky. And I'm going to cut it just under the line. Okay. And then I'm going to take this, put it against there, find the line, and I'm going to cut that just inside the line. I'm going to make sure it's against my cutter this time. Alright, so I got this one, and I got that one. And they're pretty much the same, except this one's a little shorter because for some reason that side's shorter. My fabric is falling off. I did these too. You know how I do this with usually paper. It's off a Kleenex box tab. It's a tab off a Kleenex box. I just took my scrap fabric and I glued it down. Just to make have a tuck. That way I'll have tucks. In case you're interested in that. But it fell out, so I figured I'd show you. Alright, now, here, let's do this. We're going to circle these again. Let's see what it looks like with a little one. Yeah, let's just do the little one on this one. Okay. So I'm doing the smallest one, which is R4 millimeters. Then I'm going to round the other side and the front with our corner puncher. Okay, beautiful beings? I lost my bottom. There it is. There's the bottom. Just do this one and we're done. Alright. Let's see how good I am on time. Nope, 23 minutes. Alright, now we're going to open this up in case you're interested. I got them at Walmart. Okay. $5.13. They might still be there. And you get 2 king pillowcases for $2.50. Super soft pillowcases. Brushed microfiber. Okay. So I'm going to take them out. Take that off. And that's what they look like. Aren't they pretty? And there's actually cardboard in here that you could probably use. I didn't even think of that. But there's probably, yeah, hey, let's see. Let's see. Let's open them up and see. I forgot there was cardboard in here, beautiful things. I just opened them up for you. But yeah, this is that would be perfect. See, just skip what I just did in making the bottom and the sides. But if you're like me and you didn't have them, like I didn't have them for the first ones, I didn't keep it, you could just use this. Okay, so let me get the pillowcases out of the way. Let's see how that sits in here. I think it might need cut down, though. No, it's perfect. And I don't even think you'd need the sides, beautiful beings. So what do? Do I just make it with this or do it with this? Because what if you don't have those? What if you didn't keep this? Now I don't know what to do. And I cut that for this. Here, let's see how much I'm off. This is a little bit wider. Front and back. And let's check the bottom. These are a little bit wider. But we could use this for something else. Alright, let's just go with what I did. That way there's no... I gotta do the bottom first, and that'll be easy to put back in, so I'm just doing it inside out again. But when we come to the sides, I'm going to do it a little different. Okay? Because you've seen why. Okay? So where's my bottom? The bottom there. I don't want that showing, so I'm going to put it this way. And I'm going to set it right like that. So let's get that glued up. Get this out of the way. Take it and line it up with that stitch, and then line it up with that stitch, and there's the bottom. Okay, of course I'm going to press it. It doesn't seem straight, it never does. Right, I'm going to bring this up a little bit. Let's do this. See how straight that is. Alright, that's good. Beautiful things. See that? There's our bottom. There we go. Alright, let's get our back. And I'm doing this right side out. Beautiful beings. I took up a little bit. So we might have to measure this. Yep. I'm going to have to remeasure it. So I'm going to have to bring that down a little bit. So I got it all the way. I'm going to put it all the way to the back. Okay. I'm going to push it down so it's on the bottom. I'm going to hold it. I'm going to flip it over and bend this back. Again, I've never done this before, so bear with me. Where's my pencil? I'm going to mark this, and I want it in. Okay? Basically, I want this, so it goes all the way around. So I'm going to the bend where this flips over. Okay, so I think I'm going to go in more right there. So let's cut that. Oh, I forgot about the glue, beautiful beings. It's alright. I got this mat from Hobby Lobby. And the glue, as you can you see it? It's goozing out. You might have been saying, hey, your glue is goozing out. Now I used 7 on this, so I'm going to do that. Or no, did I use a bigger one? I don't know, I think I used 7. Good enough. So I'm going to, this is going to go on the back. Let's see how it fits. It's perfect if you ask me. But I got to make sure when I put it in there, it's right in the middle. So I'm going to flatten this out, measure it with my fingers. That's good. Okay. I think. Yeah, just go by this, maybe. Yeah. Okay. I'm going to pull that out. Take my glue. Just make sure you get those edges really good. That way I'll hold it all together really nicely. Now, I'm going to very carefully put that in there. I'm going to try to hold it up and not touch anything. down to that base right here, the bottom, and put that in there. It might be a little wonky. Okay, I'm not a professional at this. First time I ever did it. I'm going to wipe my glue off on that. It's not leaking now. There we go. And of course, Kit Kat wants combed. Seems to be working very well. Let's turn it over. And there's less wrinkles doing it that way, beautiful beings. So I'm going to put my hand in there and then do this. So I know it sticks nicely. Okay. Then we're going to do the front, and I might have to cut that too. Yep. Nope. Cool. I don't have to cut it. I don't even think we're going to need sides, to tell you the truth. Alright, I'm going to ink this up. I'm going to glue this up. Let me know in the comments what would be a good idea to use these for. Or what you plan to use them for, beautiful beings. Okay. Now, I'm going to put that in there. Make sure I go all the way to the bottom. I'm going to line it up in there. Okay, see? I'm going to push it down because it's right down to that. But I'm going to move it over just a little bit so it lines up with that in there. Can you see that? From edge to edge. I want to make sure it's in there. Then we're going to have to pull this up like this. Front. I'm kind of going by that line. Then all the way down. But you're getting the gist of it. Right, it's all the way down. Now, I'm going to do this. I'm going to push. I got my hand in there. I don't even think we need the sides. I mean, it might collapse if I don't put the sides in, but let's see if they fit first. If they don't fit, we'll just leave it without the sides. Yeah, it's going to collapse. All right, so let's see. Now we're going to do the sides, obviously. And they go in there nicely. Let's check the other side. They might be trimmed down a little bit. This one does. This one, not so much. So yeah. I'm going to trim that down. Just a little bit. Just a little bit, beautiful beings. And that was R millimeter, 4R, right? All right, let's get this one out of there. Put that in there. Make sure it's between the two cardboards. Straight all the way down. Just like that, beautiful beings. See in there? We're going to see that. It's just right between them, right in the middle. And then put my hand in there again. Try to rub out the wrinkles. I don't know why the camera's moving. I'm not hitting the table. And then take the other one. Let's see if it still lines up. Yes. Put that one in there. So what did you think about the first one? Beautiful bangs. The second one is turning out quite well. Way better than trying to get it from the inside out. I didn't even think about that. But no, you don't have to do it that way. Because you know to do it this way. Alright, is that all the way down? Yeah. There you go, beautiful beings. Now, look at that. It's a little wonky, but who cares? It's cute and resourceful. So if you have one, it's just flat and it doesn't have the two side things. You can use it either way with your pillowcase pouches. I think they turned out super cute and they're a good resource for some kind of storage. You could also use these for feminine products. Or if you're a guy and you make one out of your pillowcase pouch, let us know what you put in yours. I'm thinking you can even put cards in here. Baseball cards, playing cards, any kind of cards, even cards that you have for your crafts. These are ideal for that. So there you go, beautiful beings. I hope you got inspired to make these to hold fabric or whatever else. Give me your ideas of what else they'd be useful for to hold stuff. You can even put maybe makeup or something in here. I don't know, but I think they're cute and they worked out well. So now we have two beautiful pillowcase pouches to use for storage. Thanks for watching, beautiful beings. Have a wonderful everything.